Hello, and welcome to Super Right
Now, the second Banter
of the year of the new year 2021.
This is Fiona,
And this is Pepe.
your very eloquent hosts.
Yes. And today we're going to kick off with two things that are very important.
With wine.
Yes. In January of any new year, we talked about the resolutions. And basically, a new year is a good way to start fresh. It's a new start.
To have 365 new opportunities.
Yes, and maybe even more than that. You never know. But today...
Do we have more days?
Yes. We're going to focus on health.
Oh, we are going to what?
Focus on health or self-care. Self-care. We in 2020, Miss Glover over there started a new skincare habit.
In March, it's almost a year.
Yeah. Yes. Well, yeah. It's been a journey. So she has seen the results, and I did join in because she was so positively adamant.
I have been persuasive with my friend Pepe. See, I have learned.
You don't really need to. But so let's talk about. Can I talk about my skin first? Because it's been a long journey. I know for men, it's not really something that men talk about.
Yeah, because seriously, men.
At least straight men, maybe.
No,
but
because
for
you
me,
don't have to take men doesn't have to
really take care of their skin.
No, because you stress a lot of people, but women like yourselves, so it really doesn't matter for you.
I think we're all stressed out nowadays, but I do have a long story about my skin. So yeah, I've been always taking care of my skin for two reasons. The first one is
I'm
that
ugly. That's the only thing that I have. I'm sorry. Friend love, tough love.
So as far as I can remember, my mother, the first reason is that because my mother was working for a cosmetology brand, like basically selling cream, cosmetics and stuff like that. So she was always, and she was passionate about it. So I think I always heard about it. We always had samples at home.
You show me one of the skincare
cream.
Very expensive, like seriously,
$500
one, but it's like, okay, no,
it's one of the most expensive brands. So she worked for them like for 15 years, I think, something like that. But since I was little, that was, everything was about this brand, and she had samples, and she was always talking about it to her friends. So I've been living in that environment where it was always about skincare, and I didn't have any issues with my skin at 2 years old, 3, 4, 5. But at some point, I had like a
teenager years kick off.
Well, it was late teenagers, and I think everything that happens to me in terms of health is my body is always responding to something going on in my life, personal life.
You weren't having sex,
so
that's why pimples.
No, so I was fine until we moved
until
of the environment I was in. We moved from like an island in the Caribbean where I was surfing and my friends and habits and
he was happy.
Everything was not perfect, but at least I had my activities, my tennis and surfing and stuff like that. And it was warm weather, which is what I like. So it was not perfect, but I really enjoyed it. And then she divorced. We moved back to France, and I moved to a boarding school. She didn't have a job, so we didn't have money. And I was in a boarding school with new type of people that I didn't know about. And I faced racism because I'm half Arabic as well. So that was like a very traumatic experience for me. I didn't live it as huge trauma, but I think inside it was.
You have a scar. You all have a scar for life.
Yes. No, I mean I moved to boarding school, and these guys I didn't. It's a Christian boarding school, and it's from
Catholic or Christian?
Catholic. It was
Catholic.
For certain social class, I guess, that I was not belonging to, and because of my name, I had to deal with a lot of common racism.
Yeah, Pepe Lopez is very Muslim.
Yes. But yeah, so it was traumatic for me because I didn't have to face it before,
Mm-hmm.
and I was 15, and then right around that time I started like having acne, and it was like first time I saw it or heard or whatever.
I
And
have one pimple.
mhm,
You have one pimple?
I had one. I remember it was right here on my forehead, right here,
Uh-huh.
and then it
Went
started, and
bad?
it was
It went down,
really
it went
really
south.
really bad. And my mother, being in a business of skincare,
Uh-huh.
was always, so, oh, you
Pushing.
should put this, and then you should put that, and then you should put this, and, and nothing was working because it was not my skin
It
that
was
was unhealthy.
hormones.
It was, well, yeah, but I think it's because I was not right. I had anxiety, and I had, so I think
Basically,
it was just
acne.
showing what I
Yeah.
was feeling inside was showing outside. So she could put like any cream she wanted. Nothing really worked. So
1,000 cream.
so
Didn't-
it was so bad and so traumatic. Like sometimes I would skip school. Like if I had like really bad things, or if I touched them and I was like red everywhere,
Mhm.
I would like totally skip school. I was crying about it.
You were crying?
Oh yeah, I hated it. I hated
I
it.
mean, I had very bad acne as well, but I never cried.
No, I hated it because I think it's just like if I had like a good core group of friends for years, but I restarted everything there. I had to make new friends. It was a very hostile environment for me. So it was already hostile to start with. I was not really happy with what was going on in my life. Budget was extremely tight apparently, and so I had everything going on, and I had this on top of that. So it was like, what's going on in my life? So anyway, so my mother was always trying cream, and I got really like totally sick of it, and I told her, no, like now I need to see a doctor. But it's been like 2 years because every time, it comes, it's very insidious. Like it comes 1, 2, 3, and then it comes to a point where you have no control, or you cannot do anything. And finally, I went to a dermatologist, and they tried 2 or 3 things, and then I went to see another one a little bit later. But I mean, I was like depressed and stuff. Like it had like really big consequences in my life. And
Acne has big consequences.
yes, yeah. I mean, like self-confidence.
Yeah.
It's a damaged self-confidence. And
But let me tell you something. The people that didn't endure acne while they were teenagers, they don't know how to handle life now.
You think so?
No, because like seriously, I had a pretty bad acne,
Yes.
like very bad. At some point, my mom, I think she was crying, and she desperately, because I had like here all full of acne, like it was hormonal, and I wasn't paying, or for me it wasn't a big deal, but for my mom it was, and she took me to a very luxurious store, and she bought I think it was Christian Dior. It was very expensive, and the very next day we needed.
These are not medicinal.
Yeah, and I know,
cream.
I know. Until and as you like, until we went to a doctor. It's like, you don't need anything else but this. And I remember it was a cream that I needed to put on the fridge, and I needed to use twice a day, and morning and night.
It was basically burning your layer.
Yeah, I don't remember, but that's the only thing that worked. But acne, it's really now. I mean, my daughter, she's very young to suffer acne, but she does, and it doesn't matter. Most of the dermatologists said that it's not because of what you eat. Most of them, it's basically because the skin is your barrier, right, from the pollution and everything, and your body. So that's the filter. So that's why you have to take care. I mean, I know at some point I think it's not true at all, because I think it's what you eat, right? The acne.
I mean, some people have, like, as we say, like it's an image analogy, but you have very tough skin. You do have some people, but what happens in their life doesn't show on their skin. Like you can hear. Well, like I'm always surprised when you see very like famous or celebrities that are usually good looking. They take care of themselves. And then you hear that somebody died, they was an alcoholic for the past 10 years, or was on drugs or stuff like that. It doesn't show on your skin.
Oh, well, talking about that, sorry.
Yeah.
Continue. But okay, just like, how do you say, like parentheses? Like Jennifer Lopez launched her skincare
Yes.
like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she received a backlash from all dermatologists and influencers,
Mm-hmm.
because she was saying that all that she needed for having that glowing skin was olive oil. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? You have that skin because you have the money to go
Yeah.
and put Botox, put all the fillers and all the things that you need to have that skin, not olive oil. And by the way, never put food on your face. Food,
Mm-hmm.
it's made for be eaten, not
To
for to put it
ingest
on
in.
your face. So let's go back to your bad acne. Sorry.
So I was always surprised to see, well, anyway, some people react differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like when something is going on in their life, maybe they will have rashes somewhere, or
Mm-hmm.
it won't show in the face. Some will have bad acne, some will have like
Mm-hmm.
cystic acne, which
Mm-hmm.
is what I have now when I have um, some bad news or something I'm worried about. I get anxious. Well, I have
Stress.
anxiety and stress. I have like not like a pimple, but like a
Big
cystic.
cyst.
Yeah,
You tell the story when you told your coworkers that you had cancer, skin cancer, because he had a very very big
yeah,
pimple,
yeah,
like big. Even we were talking over the phone, and I
yeah,
told you like, show me, because no, show me, and it was big.
yeah.
And you told me that you put those band aid,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and he went to his office and people were asking him like, what happened, because it was big.
Yeah, big
Oh,
belly.
I have skin cancer.
Um,
Sorry, but it's funny.
yes, yeah. But, I mean, I was sarcastic. I was like half joking. It was a way to not answer the question, basically, because I don't like nosy people. Like I really like. I'm very self conscious about it,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's the same. Like when I had started to, like, oh, what do you have here? It's like all red. Yeah, yeah. I had a big pimple. I touched it all night because I'm tired of this shit. And yeah, do you want to talk about it? Because I really love to talk about what is going on my face right now. Like I don't like it, and so some people are very nosy. It's like, oh, what is it that you have? So so it's a way to escape it and make them understand that I don't want to talk about it. So I have skin cancer, and then I laugh, and I'm trying to talk about something else because I don't want to talk about it. It's that like I'm over 40, I don't want to talk about this stuff because it has all this traumatic experience from the past.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
anyway, I got rid of my acne just by taking the medicine Accutane,
mm-hmm.
whatever, which later on had very bad effects on my digestive system and stomach, and totally like I had. Then after that,
Mm-hmm.
I had huge issues like lack of magnesium and calcium,
Anxiety,
and but I get rid of
stupidity,
it get rid of the acne
acne. But
for
it helped. It really
for a
helped.
while. Why? That was the only way. It was so far advanced
Mm-hmm.
that there was no other way. So of course, if you have just a little, you can. But you're right. So what you eat, the way you feel, if
Mm-hmm.
you're active,
Mm-hmm.
if you're like, it does have an effect.
Yeah,
Like
because you
if
don't
you
have
have,
bad skin. You
yeah,
have good skin,
yeah.
actually.
If you have a poor lifestyle,
Uh-huh.
it will show one way or another. So maybe some people it doesn't do anything, and then after a certain age they start breaking everywhere and even on the face. But
Mm-hmm.
it's something that we don't talk about, especially for men. I know like it's more like women are more open to talk about their skin or acne or things like that. But I can tell, I can be the witness or whatever, like, or the no, not the witness, but the voice.
voice.
I can be the voice, but it was really, really bad. I didn't live it well whatsoever,
That's
and I will always remember it. And 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 yeah,
Mm.
but we after that, I always try to find, because I was raised like that, to find products for my skin
Mm-hmm.
that were kind of like so hydrating it, but at the same time not being too greasy or oily, because otherwise I would have
Pimples.
breakage
Mm-hmm.
right away. Um, um, and so I always tried different things, and nothing really worked in the long term.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's because I never really researched it. I always try to find the easy
The
solution.
easy
So you go on
solutions.
Amazon and you say
Because people
acne
want,
for men. Okay,
yeah,
I'm going to try
you
this.
want to get rid of the acne like right away, and people
Yeah,
doesn't understand that it's going to take you at least between 4 and 6 months to see the results. I know it's horrible to wait, but you have to be patient because after you neglect your skin for so many years, it's like you won't have any result just
Yes.
over the night. You have to be patient, especially with skin.
And it's the what we talked about in various banters, but the key to success is iteration.
Yeah.
And it's the same. You need to look at it, taking care of
Perseverance.
yourself. You should look at it as if you want to grow muscles, if it's your resolution for 2021 and you want to like grow muscle or abs or whatever, it's not going to come overnight.
Yeah, and you have to commit.
You accept it because we're used to it. We know that the muscle, it takes practice,
Yeah.
it takes time, nutrition. Well, you have to see this skin, any care that you have for your self-care, same way. For the skin, it's
Yeah.
not going to have like the miracle cream that is going to happen like that. But thanks to you, I started
You're
a
welcome.
routine,
You're welcome.
iteration every single day. And I can tell, really, I've been through a lot of things for the past 2 years, a lot of anxiety and stress and
But good things as well.
and traumatic experience and good things as well. So I had everything to make my skin being very bad, and I did have some cystic acne from time to time when I have a bad news or something that really worries
But
me.
not as much as you
But
did
this
before.
year, not as much since I started
skincare routine.
the routine.
Mhm.
So my routine now, and yes, I know it evolved a lot for you.
Yeah.
But basically, she gave me. So what my mother tried to do all of her life, trying to take care of my skin and failing miserably. I'm sorry, she would take it really bad. But
Because it's your mom.
She miserably failed. And I failed as well because I was trying to find the miracle cream here and there. But when Fiona started doing her routine, she gave me what I needed. And it seems really simple and applicable right away. It was not expensive. These products were not expensive.
No, they're not.
And so I started it. So I did it, and I seen results like right away. Right away. It took 2 or 3 months.
We are saying.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Total opposites.
The very next day, I could see my face.
It took 6 miracle creams, not one. No.
Okay.
What comes right away is the feeling that you have. Is one cream that I really, really like, and that feeling that you have, it's like velvet. Anyway, and I like the smell of it.
Oh,
too.
you have to bring it because I don't use it anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So I wash my face with.
Okay, before you
Cerave.
start, just let me tell people we are not sponsored by any of this brand.
Yeah, we're not at all.
If you listen, CEOs, presidents,
Yes.
or any executive of these brands, please sponsor us. I can vouch that
Yes.
these brands
It's
help.
it's
they
working.
work. They are not expensive, and gone.
And go on. So I wash my face with the Cerave Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser, which has 4% of benzoyl peroxide acne treatment.
That's for fighting oily skin and to clean the pores.
Okay.
Truly.
So I wash my face with this.
40 seconds. It has to be 40 seconds, not less
I'm
than
not
that.
sure. I don't do 40 seconds.
40 seconds
Okay.
all over the face and then rinse.
So I do that every morning and every night before bed. Well, okay, morning routine.
Yeah, that's
This is the morning, okay?
Yeah.
So I wash, then I put the vitamin C serum with green tea and
Hyaluronic acid.
hydroloric acid. Yeah.
Hyaluronic acid. Repeat after me. Hyaluronic acid.
Well, I cannot see. I'm getting old.
Hyaluronic acid. I'm telling you. Hyaluronic acid.
Okay. Hyaluronic acid.
Ah.
H
Et voila. Hyaluronic acid.
HIALURONIC.
Hyaluronic. Put that on a sentence.
Okay. Then I let that absorb for a few minutes.
5 minutes.
Okay. And then I put this, which is absolutely extraordinary. It's from The Ordinary. That's the brand.
Yeah, it's very cheap.
It's
Very
called
good.
The Ordinary. It's a azelaic acid suspension 10%.
That will help with the to fade the
Dark
spots
spots. Okay.
and to fight the acne scars if you have acne scars,
Yeah.
and also to absorb the oil.
So you don't put a lot of
No,
anything.
no.
Like it's really like a little. You put everywhere. Well, on your face.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Unless you have ass acne. I see some people that had that.
Well, me, since just a parenthesis again,
Yes.
since I have not have any breakout,
Uh-huh.
I haven't had any pimple for the last months
Uh-huh.
in my face.
Okay.
But that shit is like, no, we're fighting back, bitch. And I
So
have
it's
pimples in
in
my
your back?
butt, in my
Oh.
in my boobs.
What?
Yeah, like
Oh, wow.
once I was like, I scrubbing my butt and I
Mhm.
felt
Oh,
something.
okay. Do you want to put some background music while you're talking about the story? Let's get comfortable, guys. No, 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 no. Tell the story.
I have a pimple in my butt and it hurt.
No, I was trying to be okay. I was trying to do a romantic.
I have one pimple on my butt and it hurt a lot. And I was like, die, but it was not. It wasn't white. It wasn't ready.
Oh,
But just so you know, if you have acne on your back or in your butt, you can use the one that you have.
the foaming cream.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can use it on your back as well.
Yes. And I have to tell you something. So as you
Please.
know, I used many creams and mostly like cosmetic, like beauty creams, whatever, from my mother that were super expensive.
Mm-hmm.
The brand was Sisley. Sisley.
Put it in a
and,
sentence.
And yeah, and we looked at one cream together. It's $500.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So this one, I can tell you, it's the texture of
It's
the
very
cream
soft.
and
It's
the smell.
like velvet.
Yes, and the smell. It's so soft and nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's really rare to have like a cream that smells that nice. It doesn't smell feminine,
And it's only
it's like a neutral.
$7.
It's a neutral odor,
Yeah, and
but neutral smell, but very very nice.
And it's only $7, something like that. And you cannot find it. You have to request it online, either to pick it up at store or through
I found
Amazon.
it on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah. If you go to Sephora or Ulta, they don't have
They
it
don't
in
have
store.
it. They don't carry it.
No.
Okay.
You
Well,
have
this is, I can tell you from one guy that tried a lot of creams. This is by far, and you know that something is working. You can feel it.
on your skin.
Yeah, and I really love this one. Then there is something that I don't do nowadays because I don't go outside much. Well, I mean, I do.
Okay,
I
I'm
should.
gonna tell you something, but
Okay,
you put
yeah. She's going. We already had this conversation, but yes.
I'm gonna give
So
him shit.
something that you really should do. So once this is absorbed, every single day to put sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
Not super strong. Well, this one is 46.
Yeah, it's fine.
But this one is really nice. I think you gave that to me, and this is
Mhm.
expensive, though, right?
It's
Because I had another
that's
one.
$36.
Yeah, so that's yeah. I used to have another one, so that's a facial sunscreen, Elta MD Skincare.
It's
it
the
works
best
really.
one.
It works really well, but I don't put I should have a better skin if I was
Okay,
doing
now
it.
I'm going to debunk something.
Debunk. Can I do the night routine?
No,
or no?
you
I
have
don't
to
do the
know
night
this.
routine? Okay.
No. First of all,
Yes.
it's very good. Bravo.
Yes, and I've seen results. I'm telling you, I had way more pimples before.
Yeah, but
Way
let me
more.
tell you, you don't use moisturizer, and he doesn't want to use moisturizer because he's like, oh, I have oily skin. Let me tell you something. If you have oily skin, you have to use moisturizer. Why? Because if you don't protect your skin, then your body it's telling, oh, it's dry. Produce more oil. That's why your skin it gets more oily because you don't protect it. So that's why you need to use moisturizer.
So the sunscreen act as a moisturizer.
No.
So wait, I need to put another one. That's
Yeah.
already 4.
No, it's very easy. It's just a regular moisturizer. You don't have to like just moisturize your skin. That's why you produce
Okay,
more.
I didn't do the moisturizer, but I mean I don't have an oily skin.
And you have to use sunscreen even though you don't go outside because the light of your computer
Mhm.
your windows doesn't protect you from the UV light, even though you are indoors. Okay.
Well, you can see she takes that very seriously.
I am taking that very especially from they call it blue light from your screen phone, from your phone, and from the computers and the TV. So you need to protect you. That's why it's better that you use the chemical sunscreens than the mineral sunscreens for the indoors for the blue light. But I can talk about that later.
Wow.
But that's good.
What did you say? The what?
That's a mineral sunscreen.
Mineral sunscreen, and then chemical.
Chemical sunscreens are better. Both are good, but the chemical sunscreens they are good for the blue light, which means from the computers. That
Screens.
Nowadays it's very important because we spend more time inside. But it's a very good routine. Bravo. And it's very affordable. It's not expensive, right?
If it's work, it's like it's not crazy.
You don't have to spend a lot of money.
But it works. And then, so can I talk about the night routine is way simpler actually. So still wash your face, the same. And then the secret that I never heard of before in my life, and since Miss Glover over there introduced it to me, and I've seen videos talking about it. So apparently this is the miracle product, but with iteration, and it's the Retinal Serum. So you put that shit at night, you wake up,
and then you look flawless.
It's flawless. Now this is the retinol. So that's basically kind of the ageless type of care.
It reverses the skin cells.
It what?
Reverse.
It reverses.
Yeah, it reverses the skin cells. It's not that you are going to get younger. It's just like it slows down.
It slows down the aging process,
and it fades the wrinkles that are like just superficial. Of course,
fades.
They fade. But you were using another one. That one is very good. But there's another one. It's called Differin, and that's very good and that's very cheap.
Yes.
That was before it was only by prescription. But in I think 3 years ago, it's over the counter and it's only like $13. Well, the bigger one is $30, which you can use for months because it's only like a small size, pea size.
Yeah, you don't put a lot.
You don't put because it's very it makes your skin very sensitive. That's why it's used at night.
It's abrasive.
Yeah. So, but again, you're missing one thing. Because retinol, it's very...
I need to put a night moisturizer, I guess.
Just the same moisturizer. Day or night, doesn't matter. Just put a moisturizer because retinol is very abrasive for your skin.
Yes. Yes. So I need to do that. I will start doing that, okay? But just this, it seems like a lot, but it's not a lot. But that's why I started. It was simple, not cost effective, I guess, or at least not very expensive. And so that was the first version of the skincare routine from Miss Glover. But now I just stuck to what I like because I'm very loyal like that, and I don't want to change. If it works,
it works.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But she evolved into different type of products for different type of budgets as well.